Some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Looking for a man. It's Duarte. He uncorks one deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got him, and nobody's close. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? You've got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Connors.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The give to the tailback. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in this.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Auburn! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field. They they score a touchdown. They made a statement.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense in a bunch formation. To throw, it's Johns. Fires to the tight end. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And the Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Using the quick game. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And coaches and players, a lot of times, they call it instincts. But it's just a knack. It's just a feel. It's something that's inside of you. And this guy consistently feels where the ball's going. That's interception number 8 on the season.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Catch in the middle, it's Connors. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And this offense is built around this team. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Duarte. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Auburn.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now.
Oh, he's got some space. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's looking deep. Got it. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter. As That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. From the gun. Buys a little extra time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
From the gun, the running back has it. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy, but he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Makes the grab on the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Johns. Pocket breaking down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense.
Looking for a huge play. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you can tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 turning it on. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered to get to the football.
To the air, it's Duarte. Scrambling away. Lets it fly. With the catch, it's Connors. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Got it in the middle. It's Connors. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The lone back's got it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Butler. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Duarte. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a Heisman.
Going downfield for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
This time it's complete. The spin, still on his feet. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, this defense was ready for go box. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
To the air. It's Duarte. The throw to the outside is complete. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Going to swing it on second down. Plucks it out of the air. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that two-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Johns. He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Caught near the sticks. It's West. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. Wants to throw. It's Duarte. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
So now it's second and long. Give to the running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Tigers are rolling down the field. The give. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Power football with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Auburn. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
How about the middle linebacker making a great play, drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback, sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Dropping back, it's Duarte. Throws to the tight end. Finds his man. It's Connors. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today. In a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Quick handoff. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Johns. That one comes out hot down the right side. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now, because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's James. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the gun.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Duarte. And that one's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got his man. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front.
He's got it, 1st down and more. Touchdown Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Johns. Snagged in the middle, it's West. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He turns that loose down the right side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
Music note! Music note! Here we go! Sack!
Off play action on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that. Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Man, they have been great on 4th down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And that's the first time the big fella's made a play. Like, this offense is built around his dynamic playmaking ability. That's usually a big part of what they do. It's not a surprise that they're losing in the 4th quarter because they haven't gotten him involved yet.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? 4th quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Will be a turnover on downs.
Six propane! Militaries!
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Darts! Ready!
Back to pass, it's Duarte. Flushed out of the pocket. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Makes the grab. It's James. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. The throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls and fires complete. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Barnes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Second down.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I